Shout out to my people. Shout out to my people. Sending love, positivity, and good vibes to my people, man. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm doing great. Today we got a clip of Charleston White, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We got them coming, so let's get it.
He is not the ruler of the world. Them Jews is. Why you think there's been more legislation signed to support the Jews than any other legislation that's been signed in America, and we're only talking about racism? Homie, Trump ain't. Black people are being put back into the position they were during the Civil War. We gonna be slaves again. Man, we ain't gonna be slaves. Well, you thinking about slaves and chains and slaves and whips. When you pick your phone up every day, you enter into a new plantation called the metaverse world. And you're stuck here all day long. You're not making no money. You're not being productive in the real world. You're stuck on here all day, every day, at least 18 hours out of the day. You have become a digital slave. Because everything you're watching and everything that you're scrolling is making money off your digital labor, meaning your time that you're wasting on this. So, homie, that's why you keep hearing Israel, Palestine, Ukraine, Russia. This is world talk. This ain't American talk no more. Americans don't have rights and citizenship no more. We was given consumer rights and we lost our citizenship by way of consumerism. So, homie, this ain't black people focusing on Trump is the least of our worries. Homie, it's a broader world out there that's controlling America. America was sold to corporations and lobbyists and things, and we're worried about a politician who's controlled by those same things. So if you look at all the things that President Trump signed into law just from the time Charlie Kirk was killed into now, everything's been supporting Israel. We're forever beholden to Israel. So men gotta quit worrying about racism. Racism don't move America anymore. It's capitalism. It's capitalism, homie. So Walmart just said they finna put a 3-year hiring freeze so they can go hire robots. Capitalism.
AI taking over.
Man, capitalism, homie.
Man, I was completely against robots and AI. Just this last weekend, we went to Applebee's, me and the girls. So long story short, we walk in and there had to be at least, I want to say 7, 8, 9 workers that was just walking past, and they'll say, just 1 second, we'll be right with you. And they said that at least 3 to 4 to 5 times, and nobody, came up. 2 people behind me, they left, and it got to the point where I ended up leaving. So from the customers, customer service isn't what it used to be. And I know that the money isn't there from products to people, not tipping. So I understand there's a lot of variables. But long story short, we hopped in the car, super hungry, so we just stopped at Steak and Shake. And I don't know if you guys know, but the one we went to, it was automated. So we didn't speak to anybody, put in, our order. We got the food, and the kids loved it. It was a great experience. They said that they had more fun at Steak and Shake than Applebee's. And that just was crazy to me because I'm like, the time, the workers, they don't even have to focus on customer service. And so as much as I was against AI and robots, I feel like in the times we're in, they're becoming necessary. So what do you guys think about AI and robots?
So, we focusing on Trump and them being racism. Yeah, they racist. Obama was racist. Every president that ever sat in that White House was racist. Okay, why are we still worried about racist presidents? They don't affect us. Racist presidents don't affect us more than your racist mayor or your racist chief. It takes years for what the president do to get down here to us, homie. He's the commander-in-chief of the free world. He has nothing to do with what goes on in Indianapolis.
Okay. Now, I'm sure you know about all the ICE agents because you made
Yeah. I've been paying attention.
How you feel about what ICE has been doing so far Some people believe it's inhumane or they shouldn't do it because they believe that, hey, they've been here this long. Stop with the mass deportation. Just on ICE in general, how you feel about?
If you're here illegally, then how is what ICE doing is wrong? I don't care how long you've been here. You got here illegally, right? Then ICE is doing nothing wrong. ICE is doing their job. You got people who work for ICE who don't make the rules. They have to follow the rules. And right now they have a president and an administration saying this is what we're going to do. And by the way, man, I think Obama deported more immigrants than probably anybody in the last 4 presidents. So, but homie, you can't be mad at them people, homie. The people came here illegally. And man, yeah, I support ICE 100%. That's 100%. Get their ass out of here, nigga. More job for our babies during summertime.
Now, a lot of people say that the jobs that they are leaving, don't nobody want to do those jobs, and they feel like they're messing up the economy. So
sure they do. Our kids want jobs. Our kids want jobs during the summertime. Our 15, our 16, our 17, they do want kids. They want jobs. But what's so happening is all the immigrants is working at McDonald's. All the immigrants have taken their jobs. Our children's summer jobs. Our young with the switches, them they job that the immigrants taking. Them construction workers that's out there that's bro, homie, them the niggas job that got the felony conviction that can still get hired. Them that jobs. So them is some jobs they want to do. Have you ever seen a group of black men out there? They used to be us before they came. I know some niggas still trying to get out there now, but guess what? SA and them ain't gonna let them out there. Cause SA and them running the construction. You know why? They gonna get paid less and they get paid up under the table. And the company don't have to report if they get hurt or nothing. So yeah, yeah, they're my job.
You got some people, because I know they sent the was it the National Guard into Memphis. I know that's been a big topic of discussion lately.
But that ain't got nothing to do with the immigrants. That's them fucking with their niggas. They putting their niggas back in place. And we giving them reason to. Because what happened is they notice you niggas is tough. Soon they send them guards down there, you niggas go to acting right. So they running a test. And so homie, they're sicking the dogs back on us. They're sicking the dogs back on us, homie. With the water hoses. You know why? Because for whatever reason, they have said we're their criminal problem in America. All the crime in America is due to our black people. That's what they've been saying. So yeah, nah, nigga, they sicking the dogs on us, and nobody's gonna stop them. See, there was a time, nigga, when people would join in and help us and say, we shall overcome. But nigga, everybody want us to be done like this. Cause we done turned into savages to the world, at least in America.
Yeah, depending on what, side of the fence, you got people that's mad that he done brought them into Memphis, but you got other people that's saying I'm happy because I can walk outside and I can play with my kids. And
well, those are the people who
crime stop.
Those are the people who don't know. They're being so they could have still played outside with their kids before this happened, if they was willing to stand up against the streets, call the police, report crime. They could have still been coming outside to play. But because they have a criminal mind and they're cowards, they decide not to say nothing, right? It's going to be hard for them to undo what they're doing now, right? Mm-hmm. Because what they're saying is nobody can patrol us properly unless the police is upon us. How can you undo that? Homie, we finna be like slaves again, nigga. With the slave catcher, they're gonna be posted in our neighborhoods. Why? Because we can't control ourselves, is what they're saying.
So do you believe it's a deeper plan? Like, okay, we're gonna start with the National Guard, but it's gonna lead into something deeper, which is why you're saying we about to be put back in place. We about to be slaves again.
I've been online saying this for a long time, homie. We are going back to slavery. We're gonna volunteer to go back. What do you mean by that? What happened when during Hurricane Katrina? Hey y'all, who all need groceries? Everybody line up and come down to the convention center. We're gonna register you. It's the same thing like they did the Nazis did to the Jews. They're doing the exact same shit, homie. They're doing and oh man, I feel safe. There's no difference when Sandra Bland was killed by the police, they say. Police said she hung herself. Well, they passed a law under the Sandra Bland Act that the police can admit you into the crazy hospital. We clap for that. We clap for that. You know why? Because it had Sandra Bland's name on it. But we didn't know that act, the Sandra Bland act, when you encounter the police with that smart mouth, he can make you disappear forever under this act. It's medical, mental health, not criminal. And you have now been stripped of your due process, your right to see a judge, your right to bond. Now, nigga, you in here being forced to take medication. Didn't y'all see the reports that when Diddy get out of prison, he's gonna be forced to have to take medical drugs, psychotropic drugs? Yeah. Same with NBA Youngboy. The worst thing you can do, homie, is your government forcing you to take mental health drugs. So we clap for that law. Now we're clapping for the military. It always starts out, so there's a law that's called civil commitment. And the average American don't even know what a civil commitment law is. A civil commitment law is you can be locked up forever in this country. You can be locked up forever. Not sentenced to life without parole, civilly committed. Meaning you would have to go see a judge and a doctor, and a judge and a doctor can keep you locked up indefinitely forever based on mental health. So,
is that like the guardianships that some people have?
No, this ain't got nothing to do with guardianship. This is worse.
Worse. Okay.
This is kind of what Wendy Williams is on. That's way worse than guardianship. Your neighbor can have you committed. 2 or 3 of your neighbors can get together under this law and say, hey man, he's been acting weird, call law enforcement. They better not be white, and the law white, they can have you committed in this white city, white neighborhood. So because we're ignorant and we lack knowledge and information, of course we think this good. Well, who do you think they started using civil commitment on first? Pedophiles. Because if you lock up, so say you catch a pedophile and you sentence him to 8 years in prison. He do his 8 years. But you feel like, or the courts feel like, he may commit another crime. They can have him civilly committed. Even though he's done his time, paid his debt, hadn't done anything, they can have him civilly committed. But because it's a pedophile and a child molester, we say, man, we don't give a damn, they should lock him up forever.
Right.
That's how they doing with us. They bringing the military to police us first. This is against the Constitution. They're first trying it out on black people because, nigga, they don't, that's what they need. Those are the criminals. Those are the savages.
Test subjects.
There you go.
Testing to see how it go before they do it.
It's been done before, homie. It's been done before. There's nothing new up under the sun. It's been done before. They're seeing what we will do. And we showing them what we'll do. Get right in line. We ain't go buck.
Now that I'm thinking about it, technically we already slaves. And if we were slaves, right? Imagine if it came to a point where they said, y'all don't even have to pay for bills. You just got to live in this apartment and, you got to watch a certain amount of content or you got to produce a certain amount of content. But, I feel like right now in this generation, if you didn't have to focus on bills and money and you could kind of just live, being a slave in this economy, just the term, probably wouldn't be so bad. At least you could walk and explore or go do something else besides your mind wrapped on money 24/7.
So is ICE doing something wrong? No. Part of the conservative mantra was make America great again. And it looked like that's the direction they're heading in.
Okay. Now, it seems to be some continued issues with China, right? They're speaking of the trade wars now or whatnot. Both countries saying they're not about to back down from the trade wars or whatever that's coming. How you feel about the trade wars and what type of effect it is going to have on us?
It's going to have a detrimental effect on us. But there's not a real trade war. These are This is one world government playing like they're separate governments going against one another, but they're all one world government. So all the presidents and all the country leaders are in on this so-called trade war, which not is a trade war. They're playing on people. One world government. You think China and America is into it with each other. They don't like each other. How? We borrow money from them. How they don't like us? Nigga, we borrow money from them. We got $1 trillion debt that's owed to them. Why they ain't asking for it? So don't stop looking so far up there. Homie, they playing the game. They playing a game. They've been telling us about New World Order since 9/11, way before 9/11. One world government, one currency. Well, what's the one currency? Digital currency. Whether it's Bitcoin, mean digital currency. Trade wars. Man, they trying to. Man, come on, homie. This has to do with a few countries that don't want to enter into a few banking systems. This has nothing to, they plan on the people. Your government, your leaders have never been for the people. That's why it's always been power to the people. Well, the people done gave the power to those people. So why are we worried about a trade war? When long before the trade war, eggs had already gone up to $7, $8. Homie, there's no trade war. Yeah, man, they playing on us, my nigga.
Ain't that the whole thing that Gaddafi had the issues with? They said he was trying to like make gold the currency or something for all his people.
Well, he was trying to do it for the African people. The same thing that China is trying to do with the BRICS. China, Africa, Russia. So it's the same exact thing, except America didn't want Muammar Gaddafi to have it. I'm telling you that nobody, homie, they're all in on this. America, China, Russia, all the leaders are playing against the world. As if they're, homie, no, nigga, they not against each other. They're not against each other. When they meet and talk regularly at them summits. So it's one world government, homie, that's ruling. And America have to get in order with the rest of the one world government. They're coming to take control now. And they got a president that's helping them do it. Who's leading the charge, nigga? Israel. So man,
we just sent somebody $20 billion.
Man, Israel $20 billion. But homie, man, they playing on us, homie.
Like, how does it feel when they say, well, we don't have no money, we broke, but then you see in the news like we done sent $20 billion to another country?
Well, they didn't send $20 billion. They sent $20 billion in aid, whether it was bombs, missiles, tanks. See, I don't pay attention to that shit, homie.
Right.
See, I paid attention in school enough not to pay attention now. Because if they're talking to you and you're watching them on TV, they set this up. They already had a speech written. They have teleprompters. They already have a propaganda. So they're just coming to submit to propaganda. I don't pay it no mind. I don't listen to nothing a politician say, homie. They're proven liars. And they have an agenda. They have constituents, they have lobbyists, they have people who they are beholden to, that they have to use their political position for the people who help get them in there. They don't owe the American people anything. They owe the people who put the money behind them to get them there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that society and the government, politics, once you believe in hope and faith, and although I think that that's important to have, whether that's spiritually, but when it comes to the government and just how society is ran, I feel like they're way more strategic and they have a plan and an agenda. So when all we have is hope to go against that, then I feel like you're always going to be at a lose-lose situation. But let me know how you guys felt about the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We got a lot more content coming. I love you guys. I see you guys. Peace. We out.